So with that being said, yes, it is true. And I'll be honest with y'all. Before I made this channel, before all of this transpired, yes, I was. Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is First Listen back with another video, and today I know you wondering what's going on. You wondering why this video? The truth about First Listen. What are you saying? What are you saying? Let me explain. This is a very serious and deep, informal video, so please continue to watch the video. Do not skip the video. Please watch this. This is a must see. You need to watch this video. If you fuck with me and you really care about my channel and my content, for real, lock in and hear me out and listen, okay? I want to take y'all on a little trip. I want to say, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Everything from the bottom of my heart. Y'all changed my life. So I want to get into the truth about First Listen. I want to see a little bit of, just me. I want to talk about how I created First Listen. I want to give y'all a little backstory. Pretty much, I was working, right? I was working at this job that I had been there for, like, I would say honestly about 10 years of my life. My first job ever, my first and only job, but I moved around in the building. I started there since I was out of high school because, like, family, so they like put in a good word, you know what I'm saying? Put me on, and I learned, it was my first job, and it was a creative job for me, and it pretty much came down to where I had a chance to leave this place. Now, in this place, I was very comfortable, I was very, like, stuck, and because it was so easy, the work was so easy, and the people were so cool, I never thought I'd leave, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, some stuff had came up with the job and the company, and there was a way out. And the thing is, I have been looking for this way out for the longest time, and like I say, for what it wasn't bad at all. Like, I liked the people there, and the work was easy, you know what I'm saying? It was the chillest job I could ever ask for, right? And that's rare to come by, unless you just really like that and you really know where good jobs at. But hey, if you do, let me know. I made my exit pretty much a little before this exit happened, maybe a month or so. I was talking to one of my great friends. His name is Cameron London. Go check him out, you know what I'm saying? We were talking, and I brung up this idea. I had just thought one day, I just randomly thought one day, like, and I'm gonna let y'all know, like, the true information of why I can't really go on that right now, because we're gonna get to it. But my friend, I talked to my friend. I said, yo, I'm thinking about doing this thing, reacting on this channel. I had another channel, and I was like, should I do it on that channel, or should I just make a new one? You know what I'm saying? Start fresh. Because the stuff I was doing on my channel, it connects, but it's a more personal channel. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna get to it. It was a personal channel, so I was like, I don't want to mix those worlds together. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just want to do this thing. And then I was thinking about, because I was going through, because I listen to music all the time. Especially at work. I was always listening to music, always finding music, all the time. And this particular time, I started thinking to myself, I'm like, I should try some reactions. Now, I'll be honest, I tried reactions before, but it didn't pan out the way, right? This is the first time I didn't really think too much about it. I said, this would be cool, and the thing that I was doing before, I want to give a little information. The thing that I was doing before on this other channel, I've been doing for a while, and I kind of got discouraged in that. I just felt like it wasn't working exactly how I wanted to work, and I pushed back a little bit, and I reevaluated. And at the same time, I'm leaving this job. It's a lot going on. I talked to my homie about it, and he was like, yeah, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? I think you should make another channel. We decided, yo, let's just make another channel. And then after that day, because at first I was like, I'll just put it on my channel. And I'm like, nah. And then that's when I got the name, First Listen. First Listen was born off of the fact that every time I used to watch a lot of reactions of my favorite album, my favorite artists, as y'all know, Kendrick Lamar, you know, pretty much any great artist that I listen to, I like to see them react to albums. And it's always like first time listening to, first this, first that, first this. And I'm like, call it First Listen. Like, literally call it First Listen, but take like the extra letters out. Like, take the I out of listen and take the I out of first. No, nothing deep, but it looks different and cool. You know what I'm saying? I did that, and you know, at first it was just like, yo, I'm just gonna go in and just no expectation. I'm just chilling. Cause I had just got OBS, and I was like, oh yeah, I could do it like this. I can have it where my camera is right here, the lyrics is popping up, and that's it. You know, keep it simple and don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? And my first video, as y'all know, was Brat. That was the first video the first reaction on this whole entire channel. The first reaction. So random, right? Because y'all looking at like, damn, now you're listening to like all of this other music, and you know, it's probably essential listens. And that was the case, you know, at first it was like, I'm just listening to good music that I haven't heard. I don't give a fuck what it is. Underground, mainstream, popular, not popular, whatever. I was just doing whatever, like stuff that I like, you know, that I would probably listen to, and stuff that I like was curious about listening to. This is like a mixture of things, right? So it was just going steady, you know what I'm saying? I was just doing that. It wasn't doing too much. It was doing like enough. And then I started posting on TikTok. And then one day I was like, oh shit, like it's moving on TikTok. Like this is like potential. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't thinking of it like being here at this moment where I am now. Like, nah, I never thought that this would happen ever, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've been creative for a long time, a very long time. Like I said, this is my time to get close with y'all and be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is a little bit of a harder video, but I want to be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I continued to do that, you know, just coming up with videos I wanted to do. I was going steady. I was out of work, so this was my biggest distraction. It was the biggest thing for me because I was like, I got something to do now. You know what I'm saying? I have something that I can do, because the other thing I was doing, I'm not even really thinking about it that hard anymore because I found a new distraction. But this is the meat and potato part of the video. This is the meat and potato part of the video. If you made it to this part of the video, I want you to press a like, and I want you to comment down below, I made it to the middle. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Just say you made it to the middle, man. I just need to know. And I want to tell y'all, man, I want to be honest, and this is where it gets real, and I could really give y'all some introspection from me. So with that being said, yes, it is true, and I'll be honest with y'all. Before I made this channel, before all of this transpired, yes, I was a musician. There, I said it. I used to make music before this. I would say actively I do, but I don't necessarily. Music is something that'll always be around. As you can see, I'm still doing this, and I want to explain to y'all how we got here. That feels good to just let that be known. You might not give a fuck about that shit. You might not give a fuck that I said that. Who gives a fuck, bro? Get the reactions going. That's cool, bro. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying. I want to let y'all know, I'm not here to sell nothing. I'm not here to put you on nothing I got going. I just want to be honest about how I am, and things that are on my mind, and why I like certain things, or why I don't really speak towards certain things, or maybe how you may be like, how he know that, or how does he You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just I love music, it's because I've been doing it for years. Let's get a little bit into that. So, a couple years ago, around 2018, I released my first conceptual album ever. Before that, I was making music since I was about 13, 14 years old. And I started really taking it serious around 2015 when I graduated. And I got around a few guys that I'm very close friends with. And one of them I work with on YouTube is Donentree, so go check him out. And Cameron London is another one of those guys, and one of my other friends, Connor. So what happened? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to say, man, having this channel, not only was it a breakaway from me testing things of like, I just wanted to do something, and that thing I thought was music. And I'm not saying it can't still be. It's just the fact that it wasn't working. I didn't have this huge following where I had this confidence to keep going. All I had was my friends and my family, and that was cool. But all of that is just like, of course they gonna support me. I mean, I would be hurt if they didn't. But the thing is like, I noticed it wasn't working. It wasn't working, and I wasn't in the mind frame to be able to be consistent as I am on this channel. So my biggest thing was, how do I do something that I like doing, that's involved in what I like doing, or something I take fond of, and something I could be consistent at. And that was making music reactions. So I wanted to appear like I was new on the internet. I wanted a fresh start at content creation. This is the first time I've been able to be myself, been able to like do something totally different, but in the world that I love is music, but like totally just do something different. And that's what this channel is. And I want to say I learned, and I'm learning so much about music, especially for the music that I make. And I'll get into that, but my biggest thing here is I want you guys to know, though I revealed that, you know, I was and kind of still is a musician, artist, rapper, singer, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a singer, but I do what I gotta do to get the job done. I do what I gotta do to get the job done. I learned so much, and it is deep, and it's on a spiritual level of the first time that I just stopped thinking about the race that I was able to like win and come out where I am. And I felt so weird, you know, holding this in, like, and maybe people, like I said, maybe y'all don't care. Maybe some of you do care. Maybe some of you are like, damn, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Or like, bro, I don't care about that shit, bro. Do that next reaction, bro. Keep that music shit over there. You know, and I feel that. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Like, I can see if I was like, yeah, I did this so I can like sell y'all my mixtape. Go get it. I'm done. No, that's not the case here. It was just ironic that I fell out of love with making music, and I fell in love with the fact that now I'm reacting to it. And that thing getting me attention, it was like, yo, then this is what I should focus on. I never thought that I would ever be this far on a YouTube channel. And I've had my music page and other pages that I've done creative things on for like at least 6-7 years, bro. Maybe 5. But I've been doing music for a long time. And a lot of that is due to like me being timid and, you know, not taking chances. And I like being on the internet like this because I can just communicate with y'all and talk with y'all like this. And it's not about my music, you know what I'm saying? It's not about my music, but it's about my character and my like how I carry myself, and I get to really show my personality here. And I get to hear all you guys inform me or talk to me and befriend me or whatever, however you look at me, you know, rather you look at me as like first listen, oh my God, or is this like you just another guy like me, bro? You just got a YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. Like, at the end of the day, man, I love this. Like, the fact that I was able to step out of my comfort zone, but also something that I'm familiar with. But also learn and be inspired back to get back to the thing that I love doing. Because I mean, I'm still gonna do reactions and stuff like that. I don't want y'all to think like, oh, so you're gonna stop and you're gonna continue on your music career? What, dude? You fucking stupid? No. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta understand, dog. I deal with copyright on a regular. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to bring in different content that I can do, and this is hopefully my moment in the sun to be able to continue my passion if I'm passionate again about it. And you know what I'm saying, because I want, my whole thing with this, y'all, is I want to make music still, and I want to be able to share that with y'all. I want to be able to make music with y'all. Like I want to be able to challenge myself now that I'm listening to different music. Maybe there's things that we can do and streams that we can do to like get creative and make content that is my content and not copyrighted content. Okay? Because YouTube hating on a nigga. You feel me? I say all of this to say, man, like, I appreciate all of you guys for the love, the support, just allowing me to be myself. And I want to say I felt like this was a betrayal to y'all for whatever reason. And I mean, now that I'm like saying it, it doesn't feel like a betrayal. It just looks, it's just like, yo, this is everybody. Nobody knows my life. Nobody knows who I am, my name, nothing. Everybody just knows the face. You know what I'm saying? They know the face and they know the name first listen, but no one knows exactly who I am and what I'm into and all. But all you know is that I like music and I play video games and I like games, and Kendrick Lamar is my favorite artist. That's what y'all do know if y'all listening. But for the people who don't know and for the people who are curious, yes, I was a musician, still am, and as you're watching this video, you're gonna see some scenes from some of my visuals, and maybe I will share. I ain't gonna hide it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to, like I said, my biggest thing is that I want to share with you guys my things that I'm into, you know, and you're gonna also get the reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? That's not going nowhere. I know that that's good. That we listen. It's a lot of good music out there, but I want to be able to mix in the things that I'm into, and hopefully this brings y'all curiosity to the land and the things that I talk about in my music and my style, and hopefully, you know, you can ride with that, you know. But I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to sell y'all something to buy something. It's not that. I'm not even truly sure that I will return to that, but I at least want y'all to know that is something that I have been dabbled into for years, and I want to be able to bring it to this channel. I want to be able to bring it to that channel. I want to be able to be looked at as a creative content creator and not just a music reactor, but a musician that's reacting, you know what I'm saying, to, you know. And the way I'm not saying I'm like I know everything because I'm a musician. I'm not saying that at all, okay? I'm just saying that in my world, I know my world, and usually that's rap. I try a lot of, I'm a versatile artist, so when we get to that point, I get to show y'all my music, y'all gonna quickly see that I'm a very versatile artist, so never box me in. So like I say, this opens up a huge door for me to be able to make more content, but also connect with y'all on a different level as well, while still having the content that y'all love. And who knows, maybe y'all will love this. But I just wanted y'all to know that, you know, the truth about this whole thing, and it feels good to clean the air about that. I feel amazing. I feel great, man. And this, and another thing too, like, I learned the biggest hurdle for me in this whole channel was to deteriorate my quality. First thing you're gonna know off gate is that the things that I do in the music world are very high quality things that take time and effort to do. This was the first time I was able to hold back and just clearly shit all over the video. And I want y'all to know, man, for all the haters out there, for all the people who's talking shit around the months that I was doing this shit, saying my editing was ass, and you know, they didn't say that specifically, but they were saying, like, you know, it was like, damn, bro, you fucking it up, this shit sounds horrible, like, those who caught on, like why I slowly rolled. I started to show more care and nurture to the videos, like me sitting here with this good mic. I don't use this mic. This is just a spare one that I have. But it's funny. It was so hard, bro, trying to go through that. But I knew, like, if I can get things rolling with having not the best things at my disposal, it should prove to me that it's not about quality in as far as how things look. It's about the quality of how it makes people feel. So however I'm being on camera, and however creative that I am, and however people can see me being myself, the better. That's the shit that matters. It doesn't matter if I had a 3-camera setup just so y'all can have this high quality reaction that would have took 5 fucking months to edit, because that's 200 gigs if you know about how big files is when you dealing with a 4K, 5K, 6, 8K camera. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal out here. I said, no, we're not doing that. We're going to be consistent, and we're going to keep putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Even if that takes away from the quality. And that was the biggest thing that I learned. One of the biggest things I learned here is you do not have to have the best things in the world to get people attention. You just have to be yourself, and you just have to be consistent. Stay on their neck. And then you can do the things that you really care about doing, because those people are going to appreciate it. And that's kind of how I want to end it out, y'all. I just want to let y'all know. So either I'm going to put my music and my things in the description, or we're going to do a separate stream and we can hang out and I'll get more deep into my music, you know what I'm saying? And put y'all on my discography and my music in my world, if that's something y'all are intrigued into knowing. If not, I'm not hurt by it at all. I get it. Y'all are here for the reaction videos, but I felt like it was my duty to kind of give y'all a little bit of more than first listen, more behind what really going on, how this got established. And I want to say again, I appreciate y'all. I love some of y'all. Shout out to the support, man. Until next time, to the next video. Be out.